Koi, Ninu. My name is Tom Dostou. I'm a Wabanaki native person. I am a carrier of a sacred pipe that was given to me by the Abenaki people of Ojigkwanong, Quebec. And my elders have asked me to bring this message to people here. William Commanda, who is the spiritual elder of the Algonquin nation in Maniwaki, Quebec, and keeper of the Sacred Wampum Belt, the Seven Fire Sacred Wampum Belt, has shared with us the prophecies of the seven fires, which for Native people, and we feel for the whole world, is a very important prophecy that has been kept by the Anishinabe people for many hundreds of years, if not thousands. We're told that many years ago, we were visited by 7 prophets who appeared out of the Atlantic Ocean. These 7 prophets came to these shores. These 7 prophets told us that we should be prepared for very great changes to our land and to our people. The first prophet told us that we would have to move and that we would follow a migratory route to where the food grows on water. They told us that we would have to move because there would come a time when our people would be visited by a light-skinned race coming across the great salt water, and that this race would bring new inventions and new materials. That if this race came in friendship and in brotherhood, that the red man and the white man would join together to form a mighty nation. And that if this happened, that the 2 nations, the red and the white, would then be joined by 2 other nations to make the mightiest nation of them all. We believe that those 2 other races are the yellow and the black race. We were told that if this light-skinned race did not come in friendship and in peace, then great calamities would befall the Anishinabe people. And we would know by what they carried in their hands whether they came in friendship or in hate. And we are told that when we see these signs, the waters would be unfit to drink and the fish would be unfit to eat. Then we would know the time had come for great purification of all the people living on this Turtle Island. We're told that at the time of the 7 prophets that all the Anishinaabe people lived along the shores of the Atlantic Ocean, that we were living in peace and harmony with one another. And when the prophets came, great confusion and fear was spread among the people because they did not know what this all meant. And they say that for many years, the different groups and communities of Anishinaabe people spent many long days and years discussing what these prophecies meant. And it is said that one could see the entire length of the Atlantic seaboard lit with the fires, the council fires, in the camps of the Anishinabe people. The other prophets that came, the 4th and the 5th and the 6th and the 7th prophet, talked about how we should migrate and what would happen on that migration. And we were told that where the food grows on water is the Great Lakes now. We know that because that's where the rice, the wild rice, grows on top of the water.
We've been digging, we've been digging, no kumasak, we've been digging in the wind, doganack, ahe, 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 been the gig, genuine dog, aye, 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 oh. 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 We've been the gig, no mistake. We've been the gig, no mistake. We've been the gig, genuine dog, aye, 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 oh. 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 We've been the gig, Miss Shomsack. We've been the gig, no mistake. We've been the gig in the wind of the night. Aye, 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 oh. 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 We've been the gig, Miss Shomsack. We've been the gig, no mistake. We've been the gig in the wind of the night. Aye, 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 oh. Aye, 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 oh. Aye, 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 oh. Aye, 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 oh. Aye, 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 oh.
At the time of the seventh prophet, this prophet came and he had a strange light in his eyes, we are told. And this light was very outstanding insofar as the people knew that this message was special. And this message said that there would come a time at the seventh prophecy where the white and the red race would again come together after all the problems that had been sown if the white race, the light-skinned race, did not come in friendship, that the Creator would then again give the light-skinned race a chance to make up for the damage that had been done. And we're told that at this time of the seventh fire, the red man and the white man would meet again at a fork in the road. And there would be at a time of great confusion and great suffering on this continent. And that these two races would have the chance to come together again to form this mighty nation, together with the black and the yellow races. And they would form one mighty nation at that time that would heal all the environmental pollution and all the suffering that had come about over the past 300 or 400 years prior to that. Now, we're told that if this does not happen, that these two races, the red and the white, cannot come together in peace and harmony and walk the red road to healing the earth, then time of great calamity would befall the peoples of this land and of the earth. And we are told that then the eighth fire would be lit, and that this eighth fire would be a fire which would either be a fire of light to blow away the darkness and the pains, or be a fire to consume and destroy. The choice is ours, we are told. Last year, at the United Nations in New York City in 1993, November, the elders from the Hopi, Lakota, the Six Nation, Haudenosaunee, the Anishinabe people from Quebec, the Mi'kmaq people, the Huichol people from Mexico, the Aztec people, came together with their prophecies at the United Nations for a conference called Cry of the Earth. And they came together because the Hopi elders said that it was prophesied that we would bring these prophecies to the great ocean, to the house of Micah, where we would address all the nations of the world with these prophecies and ask them to please change their ways of doing things so that Mother Earth could be healed. But if they did not listen the time would be very short before the purification would come. Now the Algonquin elders, Mr. William Commanda, who is the keeper of the Sacred Wampum Belts. The Wampum Belt is a sacred belt that is made of the quahog shell, which is a shell that is found in the Atlantic Ocean. And this shell is then carved in a way and made to fit on this belt with many other shells. Some belts have 5,000 to 50,000 shells carved in them to tell a story and to give a prophecy. And Mr. William Commanda, who's our elder of the Algonquin Nation, is a keeper of a sacred wampum belt of the seven fire prophecy. And he has told us that the prophecy is very clear now, that if we do not move in a way to bring about the healing between the red, the white, the yellow, and the black, then the Creator will cut short the time that we have to exist on this earth. And all the elders that we have spoken to have given us the same message, that the time is very short. So with this in mind, we have decided to do a walk from the east coast to the west coast, to bring our wampum to all the nations, the Indian nations in America, and to all the people in the world, to show them that we as indigenous people cannot just sit by idly and allow the destruction, the further destruction of this sacred earth, our mother. And we ask in all humility for the different people who live on this land to come together and to support one another in this undertaking. We believe that the time has come when we must put aside our differences of race, of color, of creed, and join together as one family, as the Creator intended us. We are told that it is of no coincidence that all the races of this planet are found on this continent, Turtle Island. We ask the people who have an understanding of the prophecies to wake up now before the time is no longer there. The elders have asked me to carry that message to you, and I do that with love in my heart and with hope, because I believe that we are not here to destroy ourselves, but to heal ourselves. That we are not here to destroy our mother, the earth, but to heal her. And I believe that we are here for a reason, that the Creator has put us here, not to just take up space and occupy time, but to lift ourselves spiritually and to join with one another on a higher spiritual level. That's my prayer. And I would ask you to, in your own heart today, to ask yourself what you can do. Many of my friends, my brothers and sisters say, well, you know, we have a job, or we go to school, or, you know, it's a lot of trouble. I agree. But that's what sacrifice is. And if we want to improve this earth, to bring together the people who can heal this earth, then we need to sacrifice. We can no longer be complacent and do our 8-to-5 jobs or punch in the clock and expect the earth to heal itself. The time is too short. Our elders who have sacrificed their lives for many years to keep this faith with the Creator, who gave to our people and to all people the original instructions how to live in harmony with Mother Earth. Those instructions are very important. It's very important that people keep the faith. Keep the faith and understand we are here to keep the faith that the Creator has given to us to show how to live on this earth. All of us as human beings have been given those instructions. We only have to look into our hearts to understand that. It is not a mystery. It is a clear teaching. I say miigwech. Thank you very much.
Oh,